Today's the day. Anne-Marie is here to pick up the world's smallest splitter and take it home.
Back.
She's back. So here we go. Keep going. There you go. We'll be able to just push it up and in. There we go. That's good. Now I can lower it down. That's good.
Okay.
Go ahead, undo the chain. Slicker and greased all done.
Yeah.
That worked pretty good. So now we'll just got to figure out. Yeah, let's.
Snot.
There we go. Good. Well, let's try just spinning it a little bit this way once and see what happens. Just bring it all the way over. Just keep going. Let's keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Yeah, we might be able to. The splitter is in. We got it loaded and it's secure. We got enough rope on there to hang about 100 people. But it's we got all 4 corners tied down. We got the ramps in, so when she gets home, she can unload it. So Anne-Marie was the lucky lottery winner for the splitter here, and she got all the spare parts and everything, so she's taking it home. And this will be perfect for you because you're working in your yard basically, and you'll be able to move this thing around real easily because it's a nice small splitter, which is a lot of splitters you can't move very easily. This one, your little 10-year-old helper, right?
Yes.
She'll be able to pick this up and move it probably.
She'll be able to operate it. Sit on the little chair.
Yeah, that'd be perfect.
And it's green, so and it's low to the ground, so Gladys Kravitz can't see it through the bushes.
There you go. There you go.
It's a good deal.
So
I want to thank you guys.
Oh, you're
and
welcome.
Thank
well,
everybody from the channel that, you know, this is going to go. It is going to a good cause, and it is going to a good home. And
oh yeah, I know you'll use it a lot.
Yeah.
You've been busy cutting wood, haven't you?
Yes, I have.
How much have you cut since you were here last?
I've been working on 48-inch rounds of locust.
That's good wood.
Yeah. And I've got cherry, locust, ash, butternut, hickory.
Nice. You got all good wood.
Yeah, tiny bit of oak, and I don't care.
You know what? All those kinds of wood, you know what they all have in common?
They burn.
They all burn. That's right.
And my thing's taking a little longer because I'm splitting in a way that it's all barkless.
Oh,
so,
yeah, that's nice. Well,
so there's no mess, no
I bet
nothing.
You're gonna have people are gonna like that.
And then we're real far along on making the little tinder boxes.
Oh, sure.
And this week I'm going to be making fire starters.
Oh, cool.
So
That's
it's coming along, and Mini Me is trying out for the Milwaukee Symphony Orchestra Children's Orchestra. She's 10 years old and she's auditioning with the violin. She's only been playing 5 months.
So she must be good.
Well, and they're looking over the fence going, when are you going to start selling this stuff? Because extra lessons and clothing and stuff, it's all. And the other thing that changed too is I found out that we're going to try to qualify for a nonprofit because everything is going to education.
Oh,
so nothing is coming back to us.
Good idea. Cool.
That's where we're at.
That's a nice thing you're doing.
Update, thumb.
Your thumb is healed?
We're good to go.
My pinky is healed too, so we're all good.
Yeah, let me touch it and see what happens.
It's a little tender right here. I got a little tingling right here because it smashed this whole side right here. But yeah, it healed way better than I thought it was going to. Okay, so now being that you're here, she brought some things for a little show and tell today before she takes off. So you got some boots here. Tell me about the metatarsal thing.
All right, these are made by Michelin. My husband went shopping with me and he thought these would be a good thing.
Yeah, they're nice.
They're for me, they're perfect. To try to find a shoe in my size, these are men's because they're a little bit wider.
Yep.
And then they have the metatarsal right on the outside, protects your laces, protects your feet. And then We also bought.
And this is the metatarsal that you can put on your laces that you gave me to put on, which I still haven't put them on
so
yet.
you wouldn't put this on top of that because you already have this.
And then you were saying that some people would put these in their boots, but then it hurts their feet, so they go on the outside.
They go on the outside.
This is built in, which is really nice. But then what did you do to the front of the toe there?
So I wore these for a bit, and I spend a lot of time crawling around on my hands and knees, and I wanted to see where the wear mark, scuff mark, whatever was going to be. And I determined that, and we picked up a product called Boot Guard.
And that's what's on the front here. You painted it on, right?
Yeah, right there. And
it's kind of like a shoe goo, but better.
Yeah, it's got Kevlar in it.
Oh, does it?
Yeah, and it's kind of like this rhino shield you can put on your truck bed.
Sure. Oh, I bet that's good stuff.
So they
so
give
guys that do work, carpentry work especially, cement work, they wear their toes out all the time.
My brother,
that'd be something.
Brother was a GM mechanic, and his boots would be in perfect condition, but because he was on his skating around on his hands and knees doing electrical chases in the inside of the cabs.
Yeah.
So they give you a little piece of sandpaper, and what that's for is you sand off anything that stays on your fingers.
When they just wear some rubber gloves.
When they tell you to wear gloves, they probably So the sandpaper's to scuff up the area. Yeah, they give you a dauber. Just throw this away.
Get a brush.
I just got a cheap brush from Walmart, a little kit, a little nylon brush. Yeah. I used the handle from a plastic spoon, and I mixed this stuff up, and I determined I scuff up to here, so I applied this up to that point.
Being that this is kind of a suede, you might not have to scuff it too much. It's not like
no, I didn't scuff it at all. But from when I was crawling, where the mark was, marks were up here, and then my pants came down, and you could see where stuff hit it, but then it stopped because my pant leg was from my my yellow pants were on it. So this was a good thing. They are a little bit heavy, but it's kind of like
better
wearing
than a crushed toe.
Oh, absolutely.
I can't believe I see guys on YouTube cutting in tennis shoes and sandals.
Yeah, OSHA-proof sandals.
What are you thinking?
So this you can get on, I'm sure you could get it online. It's called Boot Guard. I picked brown because I have brown shoes. So
that's good.
That's that. And then just, they say you have to use this within 7 days of opening it. I don't think so. Close it tight. The thinner in this is xylene.
Oh, so you guys put those xylene.
Yeah.
Which is a common thinner for
California,
paints.
It'll be a little bit.
What else do you got?
All right. I'm working on 48-inch logs. So instead of me having to stop and bend over and see where I'm at on the other side, I take a mirror,
put it over there,
and put it over there. Now this one, I'm looking for a stainless steel mirror, so that it doesn't break. But this I can prop up against another piece of wood.
See where your tip is going,
and I can see where the tip is at. I usually have wood underneath, but I want to make sure that this side might be 2 inches and the other side might be, 6 inches up, that, the logs they're 48 inches.
Yeah.
All right, something new. I've been doing a lot of stacking.
I know what this is.
These are...
Tony's got something like this.
Who?
Got Tony.
Who?
That old best friend of mine. Look at that.
So
yeah, I know exactly. So when you grab armfuls of wood, you're not ripping your arms up. Yeah, I do that. We could have used these when I was a teenager, and I used to make hay all the time. My arms would just be all bloody at the end of the day.
So these were made, I ordered these online. These are made by this company. I'm not getting any endorsements or anything.
Weird.
Yeah.
How much was it for a set?
One person in the review, I want to say under $20. And this will, if you want to put it on, I'll have you model.
I had it on.
I know, but I want to. So it has the thumb loop, which is, it's nice.
Yep.
So this can't creep up while you're working, and then there's a little gauntlet on here, and your glove will go right over the top of that. You might get some junk down in there, but
I bet that keeps the junk out pretty good, actually.
So I was running into...
You could put your glove, because I've been wearing those nitrile covered. You could put the glove on first and slide this in, and that way you're going to keep all the gunk out of your
that's
wrist.
true.
But yeah, there's a lot of days stacking wood where I'll pick up,
Yeah.
you know, 5 or mainly on my left arm, because that's the one because I'm right-handed, so I pile up my left hand full of wood to have one on there, and then you know, that's a good idea.
I only need one, so you can have that one. Pick one.
Oh, they go either way?
Yeah.
Well, look at that.
Now, something else that I learned on this when I was reading the reviews, someone was using these in a hotter climate. They made these wet, and they said,
cool.
like your hat, and they kept you cool. So I'm going to try it. I'm working on locust right now, and it is kind of pokey. And, you know, with my princess skin and stuff, I want to make sure that I don't...
Yeah, I come home a lot of days, and I got all scarred up my waist. Like, what did you do?
You need one? I only need one. I need one right here. There you go. Merry Christmas. All right.
Now, for those of you that don't know Anne Marie, she's been here before. She is a retired
Fire department lieutenant.
So she knows her stuff. This is not like this. She's just making this up. She's done tons of this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Because firefighters generally don't fight fires. They take care of idiots.
Yeah. Well, both. Yeah. Earlier we had talked about a product called Bleed Stop. Again, this isn't a commercial. This is just something that I know that I've used at home. My husband had a vein on his leg, and our little puppy, Perry, hit it with a toenail, and it was pouring out, and we could not get it to stop. So I did have some of this. My husband, he's a little bit older than me, and he said they used this, I believe, in World War I.
They use that, yeah.
It's some kind of
a lot of the medics will use that stuff, like, yeah.
This came from the military.
Yeah.
So it does smell like sulfur. You put a little bit of it on, you make it wet, and it does work. It comes out, it's like a plasticky cast.
First responders, says right on there, for first responders. Yeah, that's a good idea to have that. I've got a tourniquet I keep in my truck all the time.
Okay. Something else that I used, again, I'm not, for my thumb. I went through a few months of lots of wraps and bandages, and every couple of weeks they would make me a new form-fitting cast that was removable. After the first cast, then I got a removable one. There's a product called Coban, C-O-B-A-N, and it's made by 3M. Now, the original stuff that I ordered, it was very, very good. It said it was made by 3M, and I really liked it. So
this is sticking tape?
So I reordered it. And when I got it, they said, do you want to get what you had before? And I said, yes. Clicked on that. And it turned out the packaging is different, the lettering is different. Even though this says 3M Coban on it, I kind of wonder if it really is, because 3M's products really stick.
And this is not very sticky?
No.
No, not at all.
Not at all.
Yeah, there's no adhesive on there.
There's no adhesive on here at all.
Well, you got a bad run is what happened probably.
So, if you are not allergic to latex, there's another product called Vet Wrap. This is Coban. This is a self-adhering wrap. This is Walgreens' version of it.
And there's no latex in that?
No.
Yeah, I got this stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is something really good to have in your...
It's lightly sticky, but when you wrap it, it doesn't move on you.
And not only...
I put medical tape over the end, but that stays really nice.
And not only that, you can get it wet. Did you get yours wet?
Yeah.
And it...
Well, sweat, yeah.
Yeah. And if your finger is, you know, kind of goofed up and you wrap it and you just keep wrapping on it, and you can make it form-fitting to whatever your injury is. So this is something that I would have.
Because anybody that cuts firewood is going to get injured.
Yeah.
It just happens. And what do you got there?
These are something that...
finger puppets.
Yeah. Physical therapy got me going on these. And at first I thought it was kind of hokey because it was under everything else. These are silicone. They come in different sizes.
No, that's a good idea.
You might want one for your pinky.
No, it's all healed up.
You don't know that. No. By the end of the day, you're going to be whining. So inside of here, there's a gel. And what I did with mine is I put them in the freezer. And then for putting it on my thumb, I would pull this back and then just slip it on. There you go. Look at that. Now I don't need the medium, so you can have as many. What'd you take? A large? You can have that.
My pinky's a large.
Pinky is a large. So what this does?
Yeah, this would be nice if you got a smashed finger. These would be nice. That's a nice package. You could put this right inside your glove.
Yeah, and that's what I did.
Nice.
Now pull this up a little bit, and open this up and pull it up. Not like that, but you want to get air in the end of this.
Yeah. And what?
So you have the gel that's protecting it, and then on the tip, push down. That's air. That's like an air bubble.
Okay, then my pinky's not a medium. I mean, not a large. It slides off too easily.
Okay, try
I
this.
I got it on, but that's okay.
Yeah, they're all.
These are nice. So is this the brand name?
Yeah. Here, try that.
So here's the brand name on it. And yeah, if you get a smashed finger, right away. The medium is what I need. Yep, for sure.
Okay.
But you could get by with a large.
Take a couple of each. Yeah, that ain't coming off.
It's like a Chinese finger trap. Is that okay for me to say, Chinese finger trap? Yeah,
you put 2 on.
I'm going to try my thumb once and just see if
it won't. We tried those first for my thumb. It's too tight. It gets real uncomfortable.
Oh yeah, it's tight. You need a couple different sizes. So how much is it per pack?
These were, I think, around $7 or $8. And we combined.
How many do you get in a pack? Like half a dozen?
Yeah. And we combined a couple packages together. And then
if you get an injury on a finger, boy, that is nice. Nice soft and it's kind of squishy.
So I was kind of.
You can still move.
I had, you can see the white on here?
Yeah.
That's bone and scar tissue. So my job for this past month was to get rid of that. Well, nothing was getting rid of it. I took this off and I started picking things up, like just light logs, grabbing, holding. I can't get a creamer open for opening coffee so that's my goal, is to try to be able to grab that,
God's
hold
way
it.
Of telling you don't need
no
it.
Creamer. We're not in junior high, okay?
I know what these are for.
Okay, we're not in 5th grade.
No, on the inside I still am.
Okay, me too. All right, but I'm past menopause. I deal with menopause at home. Menopause. Okay, so we're not in 5th grade anymore. So what we're going to do is we're going to talk about something that could possibly save your life. Each and every one of you at one time have probably been sent to the store, if you have a wife or you have women in your family, young ladies and stuff. These are the next best thing to sliced bread. They're almost sterile. I mean, they're individually wrapped.
But for putting on a big cut? Yeah.
They're for putting on a large cut.
Yeah.
Okay, and I'm talking serious cut.
Yeah, do they make anything like this?
It's called an ab pad, but you'll pay an abdominal pad. You'll pay like astronomical amount because just because. Now this has the little wing thing, which we don't really care about.
All that matters is that you put it on the wound.
Put it on, and then you can put your Coban on. You know, whatever adhesive that you have.
Yeah.
And then if you bleed through this is
but
pad.
It got the plastic on there. So
it's still gonna bleed through. Okay. Don't pull this off. Put another one on.
Oh, yeah.
And if it's oozing out from whatever, just stack them on like Lincoln logs around it.
This is the size and everything.
Well, these are really good? This is what I found in our cabinet. So I went, this is the store brand.
It's a great idea to keep in a first aid kit.
Oh,
it's a great idea.
It takes some. I'm never going to use these. And then they come in different sizes. Your kids, just when they're not around, the girls just kind of look in the medicine cabinet or wherever they have their stuff.
Steal one.
Yeah, this is a regular.
That's a carefree one. Then.
Yeah, this is a pad. This is the Equate version. This would be Walmart's version of this, called an ultra thin with flex wings. You don't need to get the flex wings. And I would go not ultra thin. I would go, if we're going to that size bandage, you want bulk.
Yeah.
Okay.
My father-in-law used to call them horse blankets.
Okay. All right. Well, they've been called. This is a made by Carefree. It's a brand name. This is just a panty liner. They won't work in your thong. You got to cut out like little pieces and stuff. But if you have, you know, a scratch or something longer, and you
it's
need,
like a giant Band-Aid.
yeah, exactly.
Which is what, yeah, that's
you
awesome.
know, don't look at this as, you know, gross or anything like that.
It's the same material they're making that stuff out of anyway.
It is.
Yeah.
And if you went and you bought a pack of ab pads from Walgreens or wherever, ab pads are abdominal pads. They're for eviscerations of your abdomen, or you used to take them and cut them and then cut them open and put ice packs in them. And the thin side went to the patient and the thick side went to whoever was holding the ice pack, because then their hand wouldn't get cold.
Right.
Well, I'm triaging you. I need you to hold this. So you're going to hold that on there. You're going to get ice immediately, but you're not going to frostbite the other hand.
Right.
So this is, I mean, get this stuff. And one last thing as far as this kind of junk, all of us, I've done it. We've all done it, whether we admit it or not. Occasionally, we're doing stuff that we're not wearing safety glasses. It's the last cut. I don't know where I put them. So now you get a little piece of junk in your eye. Mm-hmm. Have a water bottle that's not open, and another water bottle that you save the cap, and you go to the hardware store and you get some tubing. Clear plastic, real flexible tubing. Drill a hole in the cap that's just the cap and put the tubing in it. When you get something in your eye and you need to try to get it out, take that water bottle that wasn't frozen or anything like that. It's not open, it's not probably sterile, but it's better than creek water. And you tip your head so that you wash away from the eye that doesn't have anything. And if you got it in both eyes, let's say you're working on your stuff and a hydraulic line breaks and you get sprayed in the face. You need to get that off. So we all have bottles of water laying around, access to water. It's just a good way for an eye cleaner. I didn't bring a prop for that.
I've taken, well, the cheap water bottles, the ones that are the real, I've twice, I remember doing, where I got bark in my eye and stuff. I just took my eye right up to it, and I tipped it back, and I just give it a couple squeezes, and you know, half the bottle came out, washed it right out. So yeah, it works,
Okay.
Yeah. Well,
so,
it's all you got to irrigate it is basically all they're going to do.
That's all you want.
Yeah.
You know, don't be digging in it because you could scratch the lens.
Yeah.
You could make it go in further.
Oh,
You could think it was
well,
out,
your first
and then you get in it.
just to try to pick it out, and usually make it worse.
You know, when you're going through your kit and stuff, it might just be a reminder that, you know, oh, I'm looking at this, and, you know, it'll take me back to somebody that I helped. You know, I got goosebumps. Okay, that's going to remind me, don't be stupid. You know, you don't want to be using this stuff, but if you have to, you have it.
Yeah.
And it's, you know, you're not...
Well, you might be saving the life of someone that
someone
you know,
else, yeah.
or someone, or yourself even. You might have this stuff and say, hey, I got stuff in my truck, get it. There's a guy in northern Wisconsin, some of you probably watching this are going to know who he is, I can't think of his name, but he cut a cluster of maples years ago.
Okay.
One of them sheared off, and it cut his leg right off. And he was in the middle of nowhere. And he drove to where he could get cell reception, and they barely made it. Stuff happens. He lived, but stuff happens.
We just sold our boat. I'm not a boater, and my husband, he's not boating anymore. And the reason I wanted to get rid of it, I think that like with working with the wood, you need a flight plan. You have to let somebody know where you're at. And if I'm taking the boat out alone and I don't know anything about boating, I'm kind of asking for trouble. So it's just like with going out in the woods, you know, we've done this all, you know, thousands of times. What could possibly go wrong? And that man, or any one of us, you know, we could be found months later by a deer hunter. Because we didn't tell anybody. You don't have to tell them exactly. Yeah,
the other thing to have, that when you mention that going out by yourself, have your cell phone on, you make sure it's charged. Yeah. 911 it's better to call call you.
Yeah. You know, or someday we're all going to have little barcodes with those tracking iPad.
Not us.
No.
You can have them.
I'm older than you, son.
No, I'm not having anything embedded in me.
But even if you carried one of those little tracking things with you, if you didn't want to carry your phone with you, you know, one of those, you're out hunting, I don't know how many square feet that can narrow down to where you're at, but it's better than
your phone's within
miles.
3 feet. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's
the moral of the story is
be prepared.
be prepared. Be a Boy Scout or Girl Scout or firefighter.
So hopefully some of this stuff can help you. It's stuff that I've used.
I like these a lot. These are awesome.
These I haven't tried yet. I wanted to bring them here clean.
So this is how you would pronounce that Mark Free?
Yeah, the spelling on this is M-A-K-H-R-Y.
Yeah.
And they come in different sizes. For what did you take for your thumb? A large?
I just grabbed one of each. That's fine.
Okay, my thumb large.
Yeah.
And
the small one fit pretty much. I could get the medium on my other fingers pretty easily. Mainly, I'd say just the pinky probably. I'd get larges if I had to pick just one. I'd get larges because this medium fits my pinky, and it's pretty snug. Well,
and with this, if you're still like you feel good, but after you did some work, and
compression might be too much, and you might start getting cold.
And you feel that I overdid it. I'm going to put your aluminum splint back on. That can go right over the top of that.
Well, I would like this. Yeah, this is nice. This is better than the aluminum splint. You have no range of motion at all. But I didn't want it to move because it was smashed all the way through. It's all good now.
But the aluminum splint, like with my thing, with my issue, is it's stuck out. So you were bumping it.
Well, the biggest problem I had was a few times I had a log I'd grab and I'd go to throw it and it would hook and it would rip it right off. Which it was just slid on towards the end. I just slid it on just in case I whacked. Because you know how it is. You get an injury, you're going to bump it on everything.
This I'm still, if it gets hit, this was fractured, this was crushed. And if it gets hit sideways, then it's still not this part, but the knuckle where the knuckle was fractured. Right. So I'm beyond, I'm being careful, but I need to use it. Any questions? Just
put them in the comments. She'll be there.
And I'll help you if you have any questions about any of this other stuff. Put it in the comments, and I'll get back to you, and we'll go from there.
Yeah. So you know what to do. Poke some buttons. Come back tomorrow 5:30 a.m. for a new video. If you can't wait that long, there's 800 videos, more than that, on my channel for you to watch.
Good night, Irene.